week, and his favorite name for the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, he said we'll probably find out about false accusations and fake stories, going on to say, as he gets older, wiser, and better known, when he's unfairly or illegally attacked by a woman, or even classmates that are underage, or possibly a man. And he continued, and he linked to this story he's linked to before.
Yes, we remember this photo of Governor DeSantis back when he was teaching. He spent a very short time teaching, and there's this photo that Trump put out there of him hanging out with some of the students.
So we're in a surreal place right now.
Totally surreal.
That was Fox News ghoul Bret Baier looking around at the chaos currently engulfing the GOP and desperately trying to find the guy who did this. Yes, the poisonous Ron versus Don fight spilled even further into public this week, and Bret wasn't done burning Trump.
And in the middle of this, you also have other cases that possibly could come to the fore. The case in Georgia that is also in a grand jury. You have the special counsel looking at not only the classified documents, but the handling of January 6th. There's a lot that's bubbling up at this moment.
And old Bret Baier is right. Things really are bubbling up under Trump's feet, like some kind of swamp or something. The added pressure has Trump responding the only way he knows how, by calling his opponents pedophiles. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has been a regular target for Trump's attacks, especially now that Trump is facing possible criminal charges of his own. And the hostility between Trump and DeSantis isn't going away anytime soon. Here's DeSantis teeing off on Trump earlier this week.
Manhattan, as we've seen the crime rate go up, and we've seen citizens become less safe. And so you're talking about this situation with, and look, I don't know what goes into paying hush money to a porn star to secure silence over some type of alleged affair. I can't speak to that.
Before we go any further, let's be clear about what's actually happening here. This is one authoritarian criticizing another authoritarian because both authoritarians want the same thing. There is no lesser evil in this matchup, and Ron DeSantis gets no points for dunking on Trump. But you have to hand it to him. It was a pretty good line. But it's going to take more than one-liners to repair what is now an open sore in the Republican Party. As Camp MAGA starts swearing their loyalty oaths to Trump or DeSantis, all that internal party stress has the MAGA movement on a fast track to fracturing. And that MAGA split may be closer than you think, because presidential dog walkers Steve Bannon and Mike Lindell are already hard at work accusing Ron DeSantis of disloyalty.
Governor DeSantis, you're better than this. That was a weasel approach. And don't give me don't throw in the thing about the porn star. I don't need to hear it from you, okay? Don't need to hear it, okay? Mike Lindell, the Election Crime Bureau report, sir.
Well, first of all, DeSantis is the Trojan horse we thought he was. I just want to put that out there, how disgusting he is. Remember, everybody, he met with Dominion lawyers on figuring out a way to make it easier to sue people for defamation, like MyPillow and Mike Lindell. If they arrest our great President Donald Trump, hands down, he wins the 2024 election.
Okay, here's a word of advice. If you ask someone a question and their answer starts like this.
Well, first of all, DeSantis is the Trojan horse we thought he was. I just want to put that out there.
Then everything they're about to say is probably being made up as they go. And I don't know if it's just me, but it really seems like Mike Lindell isn't going to stop until Dominion is suing everyone for defamation. Amazing. Now, you might expect a guy like Ron DeSantis is feeling pretty comfortable right now. And wouldn't you? After all, there's an even chance DeSantis's biggest rival is going to be arrested soon. But that's the trouble with Trump. Once his brainworm digs its way into your head, brother, you're stuck for life. That's what Fox News' Brian Kilmeade found out when he tried to gin up some support for Ron DeSantis at a classic American diner.
2024. Who's pumped up for the election? All right. Rapid fire. Who's your man? Who's your woman?
My man, Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Christy, no.
Who's your man?
Donald Trump.
Or woman?
I'd say Trump.
Trump. A lot of Trump fans.
Trump and Nikki Haley.
And Nikki Haley.
Donald Trump and Nikki Haley.
So far, a lot of Donald Trump. I see Governor DeSantis. What about President DeSantis?
I like it.
Who's your pick?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. Trump or DeSantis? I'm either or.
The next few weeks will be pivotal for the GOP. Their party leader, a former president of the United States, now seems almost certain to be indicted in at least one of the 6 different criminal trials he faces. Even so, the GOP base is standing by their man. Just remember, when these right-wing freaks are done calling each other pedophiles and swamp monsters, they're going to work together to take away your fundamental freedom. As tempting as it is to stare at the gigantic GOP house fire, it can't become a distraction. Progressives must work together like never before to make sure that Ron and Don's magical misery tour never makes it to the White House. Doing that means organizing now, prevent authoritarianism later. And hey, while you're here, check out this video to dig even deeper into what Republicans have planned for you if they win the White House in 2024. And remember to subscribe and leave a comment below so you can let me know what I should cover next.